Look at that beautiful sky. Just wonderful. Bringing it all down. I've built this quartz circle of prosperity, circle of wealth, right here in my yard. I cleared this land out. I've walked in there barefoot. Assigned each stone a purpose in a month. A total of 12 stones, with the 13th being the vase. The vase is for anybody who wants to put in desires. They'll go into the collective, into the universe, and they'll all be answered. But anyway, David Abraham here. How's everybody doing? This is a different video from what I'm usually doing. This part of it right here, I'm sitting out because we're at the Lionsgate portal. At the prime time, there's an eclipse going on starting up in the North Pole, and coming across Greenland, coming across Iceland, all down across Spain which that'll be right before sunset when it comes down in Spain. But anyway, it's on its way down through there. And yesterday I had a clearing ritual where I've decided to get rid of things that no longer serve me or that I don't want to be part of in my life. And I took them, wrote them down, you know. I release, and I put down what I wanted to release. And I burned it and buried it in this soil that's right next to the center stone there. But I encourage each one of you all to pay attention to these soft, gentle portals that open and close. Now this one's a big one today. Your intentions that you settle here will stay with you and will get manifested quicker, and things will change suddenly, like when you go to sleep tonight after doing these things. Making your intentions clear. Grounding with Mother Earth. I'm barefooted, so I stay grounded with Mother Earth. With Sophia, which is, I've learned, it's the more ancient name and the more correct name for the goddess of the earth, or the earth, I should say. I've given videos before on religion, and all religion is governed by the deep state in our lives, but also the entities, the angels that you see flying, and those, not all. The guardian angels are true and genuine from God, but there's others that have appeared to other people. These are to get you, I guess, captured into a certain way of thinking about a thought or whatever it is. But I'm not knocking any of that. Don't get me wrong, because you know, I'm mortal, but I'm wide awake. I'm connected to the all there is. And if you're not connected to the all there is, and know who you are, and know that you create all this, the world that you perceive, and every person in it is you, and all of it is controlled by you, and you're seeing the past. Everything you're looking at is what you agreed to or accepted or thought about in the past, no matter what it is. And things manifest for me right now rather quickly. I'm driving down the road and I'm thinking of something, and the next thing I know, you know, something related to that is coming in my awareness, and it just blows my mind how fast it works now. I remember yesterday I was thinking about, you know, I was just thinking, I want to see a video on something I haven't seen in a long time. I mean, I'm talking about probably been in 6-8 months. Not seen a video on it. Here it comes today. Exactly what I needed to see and what I've asked for in my thoughts. I didn't ask for it, I just thought about it. That's what I'm trying to say, is we're in great manifestation power anyway, but especially in this Lionsgate portal. Oh my gosh. If you only knew. As you speak the words, I am, the whole universe hears that. They feel the vibration of an awakened sovereign being making declaration. Just I am. And never getting, you know, I don't get upset so much. I got a little upset with my bank yesterday, but it's not their fault, not directly. It's just the way things work out. But everything's well today. You know, I said, well, it'll work itself out. It's well now. I let all that go. But you know, I've had great challenges in my life, and I'm thankful for those great challenges because they taught me great things, which I otherwise would not have learned. In fact, that's why this life I've chosen. I live in great prosperity, great abundance of resources, great wealth. I didn't always have these things. I've lived in poverty. I've lived where I was so poor I couldn't afford to put gas in the car until I got paid or something like that. When you got young families, you know, I didn't understand any of this stuff now. I wasn't awakened back then. I was a follower of Jesus Christ, and not that I'm not now, but let me just clarify that. I was a believer in a Savior and sins and hell and all that stuff that goes with the Bible and being saved, you know, accept Jesus in your heart, give away your sins and be saved. Well, that's nice, but it takes away your power. You have great power. You have the power to heal yourself. You have the power to manifest anything you can visualize, believe in. The universe must answer and does and will. But as I grew in my faith with Jesus Christ, Yeshua, that energy is attached to the matrix. Jesus is a true being. Yes, his name was Yeshua. He's a true being. Yes, he was crucified. But the powers of religion of the day corrupted his work, corrupted his mission, and the history of it. Many things have been taken away that were truly wonderful, magnificent of what he did for each one of us, teaching us. Now, he didn't come into the world to save us, even though the scriptures all talk about things like that. Don't get me wrong. The energy of Christ abideth in me. We're in the second coming of Christ. In the first coming, it was one being, Yeshua. He was the Christ during that time. What is the Christ? The Christ is the being who embodies the fullness of the great Creator, the light, the love, and understanding who they are in consciousness, able to change water to wine, walk on water, you know. How's all that done? It's by shifting. It's done by shifting and understand frequency, energy, and vibration, and mastering it. And that comes only through a quiet mind, not buying into the sociology of religion, which takes away all your power. You know, so then getting in there, let me just talk about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I was in that church 35 years. Served in every calling, local calling, a couple stake callings, and I don't knock the church, because when I was in the church I felt good. I had great experiences, miracles, and feeling the Spirit, warming of the bosom, the whole 9 yards. But since I've been out of the church, and I'm still a member, but I don't adopt any of the teachings, except one, I think, maybe, is that we are as God is. That's right. But being outside, you know, at first you have to work through the energy of separation from what you're comfortable with. And that took some time, because I had some great spiritual experiences while in that church. And I attribute it to my belief in the Book of Mormon and all these kinds of things, all they believe in, attending the conferences and all that. But I don't knock anybody who's in it, because the foundation teaches you to obey, to have, you know, a structured environment. But it closes your sovereignty down. You have none. Joseph Smith, his experience, he said he saw the Father and the Son, John the Baptist. When he saw the Father and the Son, he says, that was the Anunaki, just like the Moses on the Mount. And other times throughout the history of the Bible, the Anunaki are the ones governing our development from 50,000 years ago, or whatever it is. They're the ones who gave us the first man, Adam. It's in the Emerald Tablets. I ain't gonna go into all that. Billy Carson is one who covers all that. I didn't discover him till last year, or 2 years ago now. But anyway, getting back to this day, the Lion's Portal, and what it really, really represents. It's an awareness event, because we're at 2026. The number adds up to 10. 10 tribes of Israel. Well, 10 represents a lot, and it goes down to 1. We're in a great time, a great year, 2026. Next year, massive year of even bigger disclosures, big arrests of people who have been corrupt and who have been lying to us, people we trust or have been taught to trust. If you only knew, the price of silver is being suppressed. They want you to go into gold because gold is going to go down. Gold is going to go down, and I'm going to make that prediction right here. Gold is going to devalue in the next 3 to 5 years. Not to where it's not worth anything, but silver's worth a lot more. A lot more. Yes, it tarnishes. Gold does not. However, silver has a lot more industrial purposes. And I'm going to predict that the price of silver in 3 years will be at $2,500 per ounce or more. And that's what I feel. It's what I've spoken that before. I still believe that with all my heart. The monetary system, which is controlled and manipulated by the deep state, the dark ones, they've lost all control over all that. They've lost control over all of it. We control it all by our thoughts, by what we desire to believe, and what programming are you putting in your mind. You got to give yourself time to deprogram from the generations of, just what was in air. Not allowing the truth to come out to tell who we all are. We're all God. Each one of us is God. I embody the energy of Christ. I love people. I'm not jealous. My ego's in check. All that. This is the second coming of Christ. It's a gradual event. But right now it's being sped up quite a bit. But embrace your inner you and be patient with your getting through all of your old feel-good energies. Okay, they're designed to perpetuate themselves. Build you something. I built me not an altar, but this thing over here. I built this has a permission slip for creating whatever I want, for manifesting energy into the universe and it reflecting back. I love each one of you. The energy of Christ is upon the earth within each one of us if we allow it and accept it. And the important part is not to hate anybody, but to love people. Forgive those who have hurt you. Forgive yourself for just not being what you feel is the best, but you're perfect. You're beautiful and you're perfect. Nobody's more important. Without you, the creation could not be complete. Understand? It could not be complete. Ciao.